So I got an email from a long-term viewer, and his title of his email was "Should I dump my girlfriend?" So I looked at it a little bit. Now I'm gonna read it with you guys. All right. What did he say? His name is Albert. I'm not gonna give you his last name, obviously. He's from Europe, I believe, England, UK, whatever, right? Um, let's see. He's 24. He sent me a long paragraph. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to summarize for you guys. He's 24. He's a Catholic. His goal is to find a wife, have kids, start a family. He doesn't want to pump and dump. Although I do believe that a lot of what Red Pill has to say about modern women is correct. Yeah, I mean, hey. He has a PhD in mathematics. I know what that route looks like, bro, all right? Because I'm an aerospace engineer. I took the highest level of math I had to take was differential equation. Well, differential equation / linear algebra. Because, you go through Calc 1, Calc 2, Calc 3. Then you go take differential equation. And at the same time, depending on your school, they'll let you take linear algebra. Or some schools let you take linear algebra after you finish differential equation. And linear algebra, not really linear. Differential equation is really the last level of quote-unquote practical math that engineers use in today's world. After that, all the math that math majors do are kind of arbitrary math. Albert, if you're watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of you guys who are in the engineering field and the mathematics field, you know what I'm talking about too. But this dude has a freaking PhD, so most likely he's... Oh yeah, he already said it. I teach at a university. Yeah, I was going to say most likely he's a professor at a university. I have a good paying side job as a software developer, and I'm fit and good looking. He does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he also works out. I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for about 6 months. I did Muay Thai as well, so I know how hard that workout is. I actually had 2 different fights. Lost one, won one. Just on a side note, doesn't matter. I know you guys don't give a shit about any of that. Anyways, he said, what I'm saying is, I think I have good market value, in quotes, in the dating scene. Yeah, hey, sounds like you do. I don't know how tall you are, but it doesn't really matter at that point at your level. At 24, you're a PhD in mathematics, you're a professor at university, and you look good, like your body is fit. Doesn't really matter how tall you are at that point, man. You're gonna get laid. Point blank, period. He's from Europe, as I said. Not the US. I don't know if that makes a difference. Yes, it does, and we're going to get to that in a little bit. Dating scene in Europe is different than here in the United States. He said, anyway, he met a girl. She's 23 years old. Oh, pushing that line. Who's a perfect trad wife, traditional wife, in almost every way. She's beautiful. She comes to Latin mass with me. I'm guessing that's some sort of church. Wearing a veil. She cooks for me, dresses modestly, and wants to get married and have loads of kids. Okay. Shortly before I met her, though, she was on Tinder for about a year, where she effed 9 guys, where she slept with 9 guys. That's her body count. Okay, pause. Is that the body count she gave you? Or is that the body count you somehow figured out? Chances are, you didn't figure this out by yourself. Doesn't matter how many years you've been living with her, you did not figure this out by yourself. There's no way in hell you can figure out a girl's exact body count by yourself. And what do I mean by yourself? Meaning going through her phone, going through her social media, trying to pick up hints and cues. Again, at the end of the day, those are nothing but hints and cues. They're not perfect, solid answer. And if she told you that's her body count, bro, you told me you're a long-term viewer. You can't possibly trust some chick telling you that after her being on Tinder for a whole year, only 9 is her body count. You can't possibly trust her on that. That's the number she told you. Just imagine what the real number is. Because we all know women always downplay their body count while men always upplay their body count, overwhelming vast majority wise. Some women are there who are very honest, some men also out there who are very honest. Why do women do that? Because even though we live in this equal that crap of a time period right now, men and women will never be equal. We never were equal, and we never are equal right now. Because of thousands of years of evolution, it's frowned upon for a woman to have high body counts. because that's what men want. That's not what men want in a woman. Men want a woman who's quote unquote virtuous or with low body count, because that's what we're attracted to women. While women want a man who's successful out there in the dating scene, meaning he has resources, money, status, and he can attract other mates, other women. I'm not God. I'm not Mother Nature. I didn't make men or women. I'm just the messenger telling you how it is. Take it or leave it, up to you. So, I would definitely not trust her on that. Most likely her body count is way higher than that, and that is red flag number 2. Number 1 was her being on Tinder. Guys, come on. Any woman on what do you think Tinder is for? I don't know how you met this girl, by the way. If you met her on Tinder, leave her on Tinder. What do you guys think Tinder is for? You told me you're a long-term viewer of mine. I'm very disappointed that you haven't picked that up yet. Tinder is nothing but a hookup app. And you also haven't picked... We're going to get to that in a little bit. Tinder is a hookup app. It's not for love. It's not for dates. I mean, I guess you could call it dates. Hookup dates, yeah. Dates just to get laid, just to hook up. You are not going to find real love online. Point blank, period. As a successful 1% man, as a very beautiful 1% woman, or even if you're at the bottom level of 20% men or women, you are not going to find successful love in Tinder. Now, some of you assholes might come in here and say, "Oh, my best friend's mother found it after her 3rd divorce." Good for her. Good freaking for her. That is not the majority. Majority of 1% men don't even find quote unquote love on Tinder. And the longer she is on Tinder or any dating app, the more she's getting laid. Body count skyrocketing, mental chip, the chip in your head to get that's used to get pair bond with somebody else is being fried more and more. That computer chip. You're not going to be able to pair bond with anybody the higher your body count is. That chances start to drop dramatically. This is nothing new. We all know this. Before that time, she had only been intimate with one guy from a long-term 4-year relationship. Again, bro, that is what she's telling you, right? Do you know this for a fact? The only person you can truly, honestly trust is yourself at the end of the day, right? Am I wrong on this? Unless you put this bitch under a lie detecting test. Are you doing that? And even that, sometimes people can cheat their way out of lie detecting tests. I highly doubt you put her through that. Right? So dude, you can't even trust your own family members on their words. On their actions, yes. I would still keep my guards up, but on their actions, maybe you could have some sort of judgment and rapport built up from that. But so far her actions are nothing but awful. She's on Tinder. She has had 9 guys. Let's just go with the number she's throwing at you. 9 guys, and before that, she had 1 boyfriend for long term. That's 10 guys, and she's 23. How do you feel when you go to bed thinking that the woman that you're dating, the woman who you're kissing on the mouth, had 10 other cocks in her mouth, going in and out? How do you feel when you think about the woman who you're dating, who you're sleeping with, had 10 other cocks going inside of her, in and out, and the same hole you're using to go in and out? I mean, we already know about microchimerism. I'm not even going to talk about that. Let's just talk about the psychological side of it. Forget about the scientific side of it, because you a-hole going to come in here and say, "Where's the research? Show me." Do your own damn research. I'm not your mother. I'm not going to feed you anything. Do your homework. So let's just talk about the psychological side. How does it feel to know that what you're doing with your women, 10 other guys have already done it? Again, we're going based off what the numbers she threw at us, right? How does it feel, bro? You feel like a cuck, don't you? "Oh, woman's past shouldn't matter." Bro, we have debunked this how many times now? That a woman's sexual past does matter, just like a man's financial past does matter. Because he might have tendencies to make those same financial decisions that's going to hurt the family and the woman in the long run. AKA, she might also have the same hoe tendencies from her past that she might use in the future to hurt the relationship and the man, because she wants to go out in the future and hoe herself out again on the carousel. History repeats itself. So that's why your history matters. And men and women are not liked by one another, by each other, based on the same type of reasons. Attraction is not symmetric, meaning if I like a woman based on her looks, she's not going to like me just based on that. I need to provide a lot more than that. Women value a lot more than just your looks when it comes to dating someone, like relationship wise, long-term relationship wise, and marriage wise. If you're just hooking up, yeah, looks is really what you need. Anyways, that's two sides of the hypergamy, by the way. Alpha F's, beta bucks. Nobody wants to talk about the alpha F side. Then he said, I recently found out she has HPV, genital warts. Oh my God, bro. This email should have stopped right there. When you found out, this email, this relationship, anything with this girl should have stopped right there. But you asked for my help. I'm not going to keep ripping you a new one. So let's continue. Which must be a result of her time on Tinder. Oh, you think? Okay. She also mentioned that during her time on Tinder, she sent some nudes. Red flag number, where are we at? 4 or 5? Red flag number 4 or 5, whatever. I forgot count. I can't understand how this girl who I love and it seems like she could be a great mother to my children has this in her past. They all do, bro. We're gonna get to that. She says that she has had low self-esteem at the time and that she thought no one would want a long-term thing with her, so she gave up. But I'm not sure if I buy it. Whenever I think about this, I get really uncomfortable. I myself was not a virgin before this. We're gonna get to that paragraph in a little bit. That's just coping mechanism. That's just her selling you a false dream. She said she had low self-esteem and that's why she's giving up, meaning she's hoeing herself out. No. She loves living this whole life. Her saying, I have low self-esteem is literally, dude, she sounds like a covert narcissist. She's trying to get you hooked on her past so that you feel bad for her, and she's trying to guilt trip you into not leaving her. And she's trying to come across as this wholesome, virtuous woman that, oh, I'm honest with you. I'm telling you everything up front, all the truth. No, this bitch is still lying about her body count. She picked the number 9 because it's not too bad and it's not too good. It hasn't passed the double digits, number 10 yet. Notice that real quick. It's still in the single digits, so that's why she picked that number. Oh, this chick is extremely vindictive, bro. Red flag number, I don't even know where we at. 1 million by now. Yeah, her having low self-esteem, that's not your problem. You're not her father. You shouldn't have taught her how to have high self-esteem. You're not her therapist. You're a mathematician. That's not your job to get her out of self-esteem issues. She needs to figure that crap out herself. Now she's gonna drag you down with this depressed mentality. Monkey see, monkey do. You're gonna start doing depressed crap by yourself with her, and before you know, you're gonna lose your job, lose your life, and you're gonna be broke just because of one chick. And who knows, she might even end up ending you. You might even lose her life, your life, because of this. She just sounds crazy. She sounds extremely crazy because of this crazy ass chick. That's not giving up, bro. No. That's her going out there trying to live the best of both worlds. Being a hoe is easy. Being a hoe is also extremely attractive to women because you're getting cock, attention, validation, free dates, free everything. And on top of that, now she's trying to turn that around because in Europe, I don't know what this chick looks like at the age of 23, and when she's going higher than that, she's about to hit the wall. And that's why she's trying to settle down with the beta bucks like yourself because she knows you have a good career and a good job, and she's trying to use that against you. She's trying to use you for that. That's why she's trying to sell you all this dream, all this bullcrap fairy fantasies, and also trying to guilt trip you at the same time so you don't leave her ass. I myself was not a virgin before this. I've only had sex with 2 women who I was in a long-term relationship. Again, bro, it does not matter how many chicks you have banged as a man, but it does matter how many dudes she has banged. To be a slut, all you need to do is smile at the dude, and he's gonna come through and bang you out, ladies. To be a stud, a Chad, to sleep around with so many women, you need to have good looks, you need to have charisma, because if you just have good looks and you open your mouth and you just sound like a goofy dude, the chick's gonna get turned off. You're not gonna progress from that point on. So you need to have charisma, you need to have your stuff together. You need to have money on top of all that. We're already too higher than what a woman needs. By the way, all these three things take skills for a man. Because for a man to be good looking, he has to put time in the gym. A woman to be considered as good looking, she doesn't need to do a damn thing if she just watches her diet. Why? Because biologically, women's hip bones are curved inward, making their ass look bigger than what it really is. And as men, the number one physical feature that we're attracted to on women is their booty. So even nature is helping them out when they're young and fertile to make themselves more attractive to us. While us men, when we're young, we look like toothpicks unless we go to the gym for years or we cheat and get on steroids. So that's why it is not the same. I need to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, I, J, K, a whole laundry list of things to get in a woman's pants. While all she has to do is send a dude a text. Hey, come over. Hey, how are you? Smile, play with her hair, flip her hair this way, that way, hit the dude in the face with the hair. Have you guys been on a date and the girl like flipped her hair and bitch smacked you in the face with her hair? Like, girl, that happened to me one time. I immediately dropped the chick. I'm like, all right, I gotta go. What happened? What happened is your dumbass is not aware of your surroundings. So stop telling me stop trying to compare your body count with hers. It is not the same. You should be praised because of sleeping around, because you have the ability to do so. How many men do you think out here actually have that ability? That is not a skill for a woman to open her legs. And I've talked about this countless amount of times too. I'm not going to keep going down on that. I'm really struggling with this. If I try to forget this stuff, I honestly feel like I love her. And if she didn't tell me all this stuff about herself, I would never have guessed. She honestly seemed like a virginal, modest girl. How she seemed like a virginal girl. But then somehow on some level I get this knee-jerk reaction of disgust when I think about this. It keeps me up at night. Exactly what I was telling you about that. How does it feel when you go to bed at night thinking that your girl has done this? The same girl who you're about to kiss on the mouth, and that mouth has done immense and countless amount of nasty, dirty, sloppy things. She was probably giving some black dude, I don't know if this girl is white or whatnot. She's probably giving some black dude, some Hispanic dude, some sloppy head, man. Oh yeah, using both hands. You know how they do it. Oh yeah. Like deep throating. Oh, I'm trying to paint that picture for you, bro. Just so you can go to bed with that picture in your head, and it bangs your head even more, so you wake up the next morning, grow a freaking pair, and dump this hoe. What do you mean? Okay. I honestly feel like I love her. No, you don't. Love is not even real. You have one-itis, which brings me to my next point. Why do you have one-itis when you're a freaking PhD in mathematics? You know how to protect yourself and your loved ones because you know martial arts, you're doing jiu-jitsu. You're 24. Your life is just starting out. Bro, just relax. I'm 23. I'm an aerospace engineer. Okay? I don't work for anybody. I don't have an employer. I have employee. I'm my own employer. I'm a private contracted engineer. I work for multiple different companies. I reached out to them. They give me projects, and I work on those projects. We get on a contract deal with these companies. I get on a contract deal with these companies for 6 months or a year-long contract. After I'm done, I move on to a next company, next job. So I don't have a boss, and I'm making cuckoo cash from that. On top of that, I'm making cash from real estate, my investment properties. I'm 23. You are 1 year older than me. Where do you think you're gonna be if you just bought one house? Because I do real estate investment, that's why I know about real estate. If you just bought one rental property 1 year, every year from the age of 24 to 36, that's 12 years, right? That's 12 houses. Each houses is generating, let's just say, just for simple math, $500 or 500 pounds because you're in Europe. I don't know which country you're from. Where are you? Just think about the amount of opportunities you have in your life at this time you're in that you could use with the money you're making to invest and grow yourself even more. And when you turn 36, even 40, and as I said, there's plenty of other options to invest in. I'm just talking about real estate because that's what I do. When you turn 36, 40, you turn around and these 23, 22, 20-year-old women are still gonna be there. There's another version of 23-year-old of her who's gonna be back on that market when you're 40. Because every single day a whole crop of women are turning 18, and then the next year they become 19, the next year they become 20, the next year they become 21, 22, 23. You're always going to have hoes out here, and they are not doing jack squat with their life. And sounds like you are already way freaking ahead of the curve. Dude, a freaking PhD in mathematics? Do you know what percentile of men you are in right now, bro? I'm thinking about getting my master's in aerospace next. I don't know if I need it really. Just for the hell of it, I'm thinking about it. But just as a bachelor's that I have in aerospace, that already puts me in the top 3% of men. And women not only in the college scene, but also women who don't go to college will find you attractive. Why? Because women who are in college always claim to say that the man has to have a college degree. The man, I can't find an economically attractive man. Bro, just think about that sentence by itself. You have harems of women who want you. The world could be at the palm of your hands if you want it. And you have your pick out here. I understand you don't want to pump and dump, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly respectable. You have more options to choose from now. Your life, your good paying job don't make jack squat to any woman. Just letting you know that. It should mean something to you and only you. So you need to use that job to make some sort of investments, so that you don't have to keep having a job. Because you are at the top of the top level of men. And you need to get out of this mindset of having a one-itis. Because, dude, I promise you, even though you're probably in a lockdown in Europe right now, when this crap goes away, if this crap goes away, even if it doesn't, bro, you can invest your money, get even richer, get out of there, go travel. You have no idea how many women are out here on this planet who would love to serve you and who are virgin women, virtuous virgin women. You don't have to have any kind of thought. No wonder why you're having these thoughts, these knee-jerking thoughts at night. Because you're a man. This is in our biological imperative that we don't want to picture our women with other men. Women don't have this. We were built and born and raised, not even raised, built and born different. This is thousands of years of evolution, ladies. Again, hate God, Mother Nature, whatever. I didn't do any of this. They did, right? I'm being the dead horse at this point. You get my idea. Yes, you should dump that B right now. And fellas, let this brother know, Albert, in the comment section below about you guys' opinion about this woman that he has. Okay? My goodness, dude. Get out of there before it's too late. You've already been with this chick for a whole year. You need to get out of this way before it's too late, man. Jesus Christ. She sounds like a freaking train wreck. Here's another thing. That's why I always tell you guys to not go after women over 22, from 18 to 22. The older she is, the more time she's going to spend on the cock carousel. It's that simple. And do not ever date long term or even think about marrying a chick who has dating apps or was been on dating apps or were on dating apps. English there, right? English is not my first language, but you guys get the idea. All right, this video went way longer. I hope I answered your question, bro. I don't think I missed anything on here. Keep up the good work. Keep teaching those students. And hey, when you go to college, when you go to university and teach these kids, put some senses in these damn kids' mind, all right? Throw some red pill content here and there. Shit, give them my channel. No, don't do that. That'll get you in trouble. All right, man. Hope this one makes sense. And I'll see you on the next one.